your entire preemptive story of making you the damsel in distress. So you're lying. You're trying to just fucking look good.
No.
Nothing has to do with your fucking ex, like you set up for the 10-15 minutes of this entire conversation.
To be fair,
you, what a manipulative way to open this conversation.
well,
Download my new Simpler Budget app today and take control of your money once and for all.
hi, my name is Ashley. I'm 21 years old. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida, and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming over to Austin. What do you do for a living in West Palm Beach?
I am currently a server at an Italian restaurant.
Okay, so high-end Italian or Olive Garden? Where are we in the scale? Because our wage is really going to be dependent on that in terms of the tip level of things.
It's a little above like an Olive Garden type situation.
Okay, so you're probably not making that much. What are you making? Assume a lot are tips.
Mostly on tips. So I just went up from 13 to 14 an hour for my hourly rate. And then my tips, I usually make anywhere from probably like 600 to 1,000 a week in tips.
Oh, that's not okay. That's not bad.
No, not bad.
At least for your position. How long have you been doing that?
Been serving for almost 3 years now, like two and a half.
Same place?
Yeah, same place.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So it's obviously working. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to, don't get me wrong. But oftentimes when people are serving in the age of 21, sometimes that means they're also in college. Sometimes it doesn't. What are we trying to do?
So I was in college. I actually graduated.
You graduated?
Yeah, well, with my associates, but.
Okay, in what?
Business administration.
When did you do that?
I finished in the spring of 2024, so like half a year ago.
Spring of 2024 was basically a year ago.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, by the end of spring, it's like May.
End of spring semester.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. What do you plan to do? I don't think we're doing this forever, are we?
I'm trying not to.
What do you mean you're trying not to?
Like, I want to hopefully maybe own my own business one day. Like, I want to have that freedom.
Business owner.
One day.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you're from the audience, right?
Yeah.
That's where everyone applies from. And we do tend, well, this is a finance channel, so you get some entrepreneurial things. That tends to be more natural just in the audience. But I always see people go about it the most crazy, delusional ways. Why? What is going on? What is going on in general here? Because, like, what are we looking at? What are we talking about? Because I'm going into this blind like I like to. I like to go into it with the audience. Obviously, we're talking about, okay, graduated with an associate's degree, so probably not that much debt. I'm going to start a business, so probably not that much debt. Maybe an emergency fund because I'm going to go into that business. I'm going to fund some upfront costs. Okay, cool. So you're probably good, except you're on this show, meaning you're probably not. So what is going on?
So there's been a lot of adjustments. So I just moved back in with my mom very beginning of the year, January 1st.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a few things. I moved. So me and my boyfriend split up. So we broke our lease.
You had to break a lease.
Yeah.
Wait, how long were you guys together?
Like 2.5 years, almost 3.
Me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
When did you guys break up?
December 31st.
December 31st.
Yeah.
And when did you guys determine you were breaking the lease?
Like 2 weeks before that. It was very
Wait, how'd you determine you were breaking the lease before breaking up?
Well,
that's weird.
Yeah, so I mean it was kind of rocky for a while.
What was going on?
So I mean we had moved into this house in August, so we weren't there very long.
Not there at all.
Yeah.
Was that your first time living together?
No, we had an apartment that we were in for like 8 months. We also had ended that lease. And anyway.
Why? Why'd you end that lease?
We had a roommate situation that was very unideal. It was one of his friends that was like renting like the guest room, and he was on drugs.
Which?
Like, yeah, like very, yeah, and like we don't do that at all. Didn't even know he was on. No, never.
Okay.
So it just made me uncomfortable even in that environment. But
I've never even heard of anyone intentionally doing that one. I thought it was. I think everything's laced with it, but okay.
Well, that's probably how it started.
I didn't know it was Skid Row. Sure. Okay, so you guys broke the lease with that instead of just kicking out the roommate?
Well, he was like, so he was. he was on the lease, and then like he had a friend take over our part of the lease. So we were kind of off the hook with that one because they took over the lease. But
okay, so then you guys moved into this newer place. But why were you guys breaking it though before you guys broke up?
so
That's what I want to know.
we also
So this just happened.
yeah. So we had so after we ended our first one, we moved in with his mom for a little bit. That was very not ideal.
No,
Everybody was
usually
yelling at
not.
each other every morning.
Oh, that's
like,
weird.
Yeah. So
That's not a traditional household. I
high
will.
stress, high just everything. So
Okay.
it was definitely like
Just no one high off of fat this time.
No.
Okay.
No. So that
going.
was, a good change. But then we applied for this place, got in, and then we had a roommate there, and he kind of did the same thing. He lost his job and then just like moved out and like stopped paying rent. So yeah. And then so I started working a second job. I was working at another Italian restaurant, and then I was working like 7 days trying to like
You're working 2 jobs.
Yes.
Wait, when was this?
like a few months ago. Like I think I started the
So to
second job
confirm,
in
your
November.
boyfriend just left his job.
No, he was working.
Okay. But no. This last place though. Why'd you break the lease for this last place? The one that just happened.
Yeah, so that was like part of it. Like he was like
Who's he?
my ex. Sorry.
Okay, the ex.
So, yeah, so my ex, I had broken up with him actually like a few weeks before this because
No, you said you broke the lease before you broke up.
the first time.
You
Like
broke up twice in a month?
multiple times. I caught him cheating on me. Like looked through his phone, found
The
messages.
amount of
with
cheating
people.
that happens on this show. What the f is happening in this world? Is this more of a... What do people have the desire to even cheat?
I couldn't tell you.
You guys were together for 2.5 years. What the f?
And we were living
Wait, how
together.
old was he? Because, I
He
mean, you're
was-
21.
Yeah, he was like 2 years older, so he's like 23.
Okay. Oh, great. He's going to be a great person for the rest of his life. I mean, people change. People grow up. I mean, I made a ton of mistakes back then, too. And, I mean, we all do. But cheating's that's so personal and so intentional. And especially when you're with someone for 2.5 years, I really don't
he
get it.
swears it's not cheating. He swears he didn't cheat.
Okay, what did he do? Sorry, this is... Okay. We got to get into these finances. But,
I know, I'm sorry.
But no, it's the lore. It's the lore. It sets up your situation that you're in now. So
Yeah.
what the f is not cheating?
Well, he said because he didn't sleep with anybody that he didn't cheat.
What did he do?
Oh, naked pictures in his phone, sending and receiving.
Sending and
video
receiving. So he
chats.
wasn't
Yeah.
just watching. He wasn't just gooning to some.
No.
Okay, because
Real
like
people, like text messages.
as a gooner, I understand. But like no, trading with someone while you're with someone.
Living together, so on the same lease. So, anyways,
Yeah, that's that. Well, that is cheating.
yeah.
And he says that's not cheating.
Yeah.
How many people?
I mean, I counted
So you
at
broke
least
up the
like
first
10.
time. Why'd you get back to him with it the second time within
Well,
the same fucking month?
I didn't get back with him, but like we were both living in the house. We were both on the lease, and like I tried to kick him out, and he wouldn't leave. And then so he just kind of like kept staying at the house, and then like I was playing nice, and I was kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do. And then he was like, "Oh, well, with our financial situation, I think it would be best if we ended the lease." And so that's when I was kind of like, "This is probably my out. We should probably end the lease, and then I'm gonna move back to my mom's house." So
What
that's
would
kinda my
he
plan.
say if I talked to him? Because I do realize, like, as an internet
Mm-hmm.
personality, I have a lot of things said about me, and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always this like one side, and I just I just focus in.
yeah,
What if I talk to him?
I mean, I would hope he knows.
What would
like,
he say?
what he did was wrong. Like,
I hope so, but would he agree with this entire situation?
I would think so. I mean, we've talked about it. Like, he even knows that, like, I'm coming on the show and stuff. And I was like,
What if I call him?
you can't.
If I call him in the post show.
Yeah.
Okay, because I do
Yeah.
like to hear two sides.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, for what it's worth, I'm on your side and I fully believe you, but it is important to always hear two sides.
Yeah.
Especially with such a situation where it financially impacted everything. You guys broke the lease. I mean, that had to have cost money.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
How'd you pay for it? I mean, you have a ton of debt. So it's not like this debt wasn't just accumulated within a month and a half, was it?
most of it was accumulated in the last, like, 6 months. Like, when we
6
started.
months. That's different.
No. 6 months. Yeah. Not like in the last 2 months.
So
but,
you
like,
moved
yeah.
in with your mom. What happened to you? But you said you gave me one job. You said you had 2 jobs. What happened?
Yeah. So the other job I got to try to, like, make up money to compensate for the lease. And then I had to
Yeah.
quit when I moved because it's like an hour
When
away.
you moved to your last apartment or to your new mom's house?
to my new mom's house.
Do you have to pay your mom any rent?
Yeah, I'm paying her $500 a month.
That's actually
Not bad.
chunky.
Well,
No, it's chunky for like moving back in with a family member at 21. I mean, it's okay to move back in here and there, especially in our young 20s, unless we're just being enabled. But at 21, I mean, it makes sense to move back in home. For example, I mean, so I went to a college in the east side of Michigan. I went there for a year and a half, and then I transferred to a college in the west side of Michigan, and I moved back in for a semester at like 20, and that was the last time I lived at home, and that's fine. I moved back in during a college situation, transitioning to a new university.
Yeah,
like that's okay, but it's interesting paying $500 in rent. But whatever, that's what you guys agreed to. So you had to leave that job. How many hours a week are you working at your job now? But the last one was too far. This other one's not too far that you're in right now.
So it's kind of just always been central to wherever I move. It's kind of always been 20 to 30 minutes from where I'm at versus
it's a far drive for a waitress job.
It is, yeah. It's just, it's like really weird. I've worked for the owner since I was like in high school, and then like
so you guys have a good relationship.
Yeah. So a lot of
good.
trust there.
Well, that's good. What normally hits your account with tips and everything included on a monthly basis?
Probably usually a little over 4,000, anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000.
Hits your account.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
I know.
So 4,500, is that what we're gonna say?
Yeah, I would say about between my
so $54,000 a year net.
Yeah.
Net.
Yeah, after taxes.
I'm sure you don't claim your
No,
your
I
tips.
do.
Your tips?
They're on there. Yeah.
You claim your tips.
Yeah, my credit card and my cash.
Really?
Every night. Yeah.
Who the f is that?
No, we have to.
Cash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
So $54,000 a year. What's the struggle? I'm confused. What are we dealing with? Why are you struggling?
So,
$54,000 a year net at 21. Moved in with her mom. Well, what was your portion of the rent before you guys broke the lease?
So it was just rent was over $1,200 was my portion, because it was.
That's pretty expensive, but even still, with your $4,500 a month. That's 26% of your net. I mean, that's not bad. You weren't in a dangerous position, so I'm confused.
Yeah, but he would be like unreliable with like, so I paid the whole security deposit when we moved in there. So that was $2,400. And then I had to pay the whole first month on my own, which was another like $2,400. Okay. So then we kind of had this conversation and expectation.
Why would you date someone with like that?
Well,
with a proven track record like that.
That's a good question.
He turned out to be a dirtbag?
Well, the signs are there now, but it's like at that time.
Well, I think the signs were there when he wouldn't pay his rent.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't always like that. When we were at the apartment, I never had any issues with him. He would always like sell me the rent like directly, but I still was always the one like responsible for making sure it got paid, and like I was primary leaseholder, so like I was liable. Same with this new place that we moved to, but he was like also on the lease, so it would just come like 2 days before rent is due, and he would just be like, "Oh, like I'm a couple hundred short," and I'd just be like. I don't know what to do. Like I had no notice.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was like.
What was his excuse?
I don't even
we're gonna
know.
have to call this guy later. This is interesting, but there has to be something moronic in here, because there's no reason you'd be on this show with your income situation, only having to lend a couple $100s here and there. Like so far, everything you're saying is setting this up as you've. I mean, it sounds like yes, it's been that shitty situation, but it's like you're a victim in all this. There has to be some dumb ass.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Like, I made the choices, but like...
The choices? What choices?
Like, all the financial situations that I got myself into, but like, when you're with somebody and you trust them, like, you think you're working towards the same goal. So it's like, to me, it's like, I get you now, you'll get me later type thing. Like, that's how I saw it. And then it just never got to the you get me later part.
Okay. Yeah. Well, where do you think you are in the world of finances? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Probably around like a 1 or 2. I did it online and I got it 0, but I don't believe that.
Okay. Well, if you guys want your Hammer financial score, that is free. Link in the description below, or go to calebhammer.com. And if you want to come on the show, you have something interesting, you have interesting finances that we're talking about, go to calebhammer.com/apply. We'd be happy to have you down here in Austin, Texas. I'll give you a good financial beating. And it's a good time. Are you having a good time? You met the crew, you met everyone?
Yes, they're awesome. They're so awesome.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So 5,400. Oh. Well, that's not what I had come in. I mean, okay, I had payroll 982. Yeah, but then obviously tips. That was likely the ATM deposits to 2,455.
Yeah.
What's the? I have just random deposits adding up to about 1,500. What's that from?
Also, probably tips. I just like see that. I think that's part of where my issue is like I don't like. Usually, like, I don't know how much I make in a night. Like, I just kind of, like, all my cash goes in my bag, and then I, like,
well, then how are you able to
and
accurately tell me you get $4,500 on a monthly basis?
It's like it's an estimate. Like, I don't know.
No, then varies. What would be the real number? Okay, well, you're ruining this.
Because I'm a server. So, like in the slow months.
I asked you what you get, and you confidently gave me 4 to 5.
Like.
Can I believe that anymore?
Like, recently,
What?
Like in the last like 2 months, that's about what I've been getting. But
2 months? No. What is it normally like over the course of the fucking year?
But
how can we make an income estimate as we go throughout this entire thing if I cannot reliably trust the information that you've given me for the income? And I trusted you, and I've been on your side thus far.
But you're. I mean, it's not. I mean, there's really no way to know. Like. Unless I go through like each month and look at every single one of my deposits. And even then, like there's cash sometimes that doesn't get deposited and stuff. So like, how would I know?
What happens to that cash?
Most of the time, like it gets deposited, but other times.
You said some cash doesn't get deposited. So what happens to it?
Sorry. So like it would get like, sometimes I'll spend it when I go out, like tips, like I'll use cash for like tipping and stuff. But it's like, I don't know. It's just still adjusting to like the one job and everything, so it's hard to like base my income because you remember that second job I ended at the end of December, so I've only been working the one job for 2 months now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what you make from that job.
Well, I don't have a like set number.
When it comes to personal finance, bad credit can hold you back. It impacts everything from getting loans to renting homes and even costing you more in interest. So if you're trying to step up your credit game without the risk of credit card debt or questionable loans, meet Kickoff, the sponsor of today's episode. For those trying to build credit affordably, fast, and easily, Kickoff is perfect for you. When you sign up for just a few bucks a month, Kickoff reports your payments to all 3 major credit bureaus. It's as easy as that. Just stick to your monthly payment plan, maintain consistent payment behavior, and you'll be building up your credit in no time. So what's the catch? There isn't one. No credit checks, no interest rates, no hidden fees whatsoever. Start with a plan as low as $5 a month, activate autopay, and let Kickoff handle the details. It's effortless credit improvement. Plus, if you're starting with a credit score below 600, you could see a boost of 84 points. Plus, Kickoff isn't just about credit building. Every plan includes free credit monitoring and resources to track your credit journey. Plus, if you're renting, their premium plans can report your rent payments to the credit bureaus for even more credit building power. So with Kickoff, you have a straightforward, safe path to improving your credit, which will open up better financial opportunities like reducing your interest rates, enhancing your loan options, and doing it all without the risks of overspending or increasing a high interest debt load. So head to getkickoff.com/Caleb and start your first month for as little as $1. That is getkickoff.com/Caleb. Don't let bad credit be the problem that's holding you back, and check out Kickoff today.
Like weekly deposited.
But you said you don't know.
Like, I don't have a set number.
No, it's not a set number in like a salary. It's like on average. But you said you don't know after you gave me such a confident answer.
Like, I would say that's about an average, but like.
You would say?
Yeah, like.
Based on what?
Okay, so I would say
you
like.
You said you don't look. You said something. You said like, I don't look or I don't know.
Yeah, like,
so then, like, which one am I believing?
So I don't know.
You don't know, or that you're confident about the average. I'm like, what am I listening to? You know, what am I basing the rest of this conversation off of, dude?
I'm just saying, like, I struggle with keeping track of like what I make sometimes because it's like I don't like.
So which one did I fucking? Okay. Whew. Download the Simpler Budget app. Like literally every fucking guest that gets to come on the show, and like close to 100,000 people from the audience, download it. You get premium for free. They get a free couple week trial. to make sure it's worth it. Actually, and then you're going to do this. When you come on the financial, use that. It's a simpler budget Founders Edition notebook. We're almost done with them, but usually for anyone that gets an annual version of the membership, I sign that and send it out to them. But as a guest, I need you to journal your debt payoff journey, and then when you come back on the follow-up channel, you need to show. But use this automatic account connections. You will see what you're making on a monthly basis. You can average it out easily.
Yeah, I need to do that.
It's all automated.
I know, but it's like, it's so hard when you just like, I feel like I just got like consumed with so many bills that it was just like, I was just like.
Bills? What are you said he would drop an extra like $200 needed here and there, which with your income situation is not make or break. I mean, I'm looking at this Apple Card. $3,081.55. Was that all from him missing rent?
No, that's all me. I won't.
Then why did we talk all about that at the beginning? Because I care about your finances, and if the first debt we're looking at is a substantial credit card debt, and it's all you, then why okay, sorry, I'm trying not to get too triggered. Then why do I care about all that stuff you gave me at the beginning that sets you up to be like this damsel in distress? Like, why do I care about that? I don't. I care about the fact that you have $3,081 on this credit card, and you say it is you. So what is this?
I feel like it was just like a slow decline. Like I was really, really good with my credit cards at first. Like
what's at first?
Like the first
probably
about 2 years. Like from 18 to almost 20. And then like
2 years, and then one more year from there. That's 3 years. 3 years of the entire lifetime of a human is not that much. It's not a substantial percentage.
No, but it's the whole time I've had my credit, so
I know, but that doesn't really matter. I care more like what 3 years in a life is not that much. 2 years in a life is definitely not that much. 1 year in a life is really not that much if we're looking at the overall life. If you're doing something for a decade, that's where it's like, okay, this is established down and deep in someone's life. But okay, whatever. Okay, so you're good for 2 years. Doesn't really mean anything when we're talking about 3 years.
Well, like I had like a 750 credit score, like when I was like 19.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, when you were 19?
Well, like almost
I don't give
20.
a about that. But I don't care about that.
Well,
I care about where we are.
But
I care about where we are.
Yeah, but I'm like, that was like, I was trying to set myself up. And then the whole reason that X was a part of it was because like, I feel like I was on track until we started living together. And then I just feel like I got so behind on all of that. And I'm not saying like all those debts
You said
were
you needed
of
a couple hundred here and there. That again, you're pushing it to him again. So what? Why living with him got you to here when you said this was you?
Well, it's
you're gonna have to make sense of it because right now it doesn't.
I just feel like because I was primarily taking care of like most of the bills. Like I know like that doesn't necessarily reflect it, but like you'll see like I had all the bills on auto pay and like that wasn't included in the rent. Like our phone bill, our internet, our electricity.
Phone bill?
Yeah, we were both on the same phone bill and it was in his name.
And you're not anymore? Oh, well, it was in his name.
Yeah, but I paid for it.
Yeah, but if you didn't, I mean, you would have lost coverage, but it wouldn't have gone to your collections.
No,
you could have just started your own phone bill.
Yeah.
Not that you should have, but I'm just saying there's a little less risk attached to it. Okay.
Well, that was when we were together.
So but you just told okay. You just told me this credit card was you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying
you are not saying that with what you are saying right now.
Well, yeah, that is because like, okay, so when
what are you trying to say then?
Okay, so
clearly I'm not understanding it for some reason.
So I was using my Apple Card as like my everyday spending, and it wasn't a problem because I had my bills like steady.
If you couldn't afford your bills when extra things pop up, do you get to do your everyday spending?
No, but I mean, there's...
Well, there we go. These were choices that you were making.
But there's still things that like, you know, like I needed and like...
Needed?
Well...
Let's see.
Probably,
okay.
Maybe not the Apple one as much.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's actually a lot of purchases on here.
Yeah.
Great. I love seeing a credit card that is thousands of dollars with a huge minimum monthly payment, $113. At 19 years old is pretty intense. Oh, it's a ton of purchases when interest is occurring.
Yeah. Yeah.
In what fucking world does that make sense to be doing these purchases?
Well, it's just so easy with the Apple Card.
It is easy, and that's why I need to remove it because you're obviously not a credit card person. You can't use that. Look where you are. Did you just grab your Celsius and put it down?
I was
A little fidget Celsius?
a little smash on the table. No,
Okay.
I don't know. I just think I need to get everything like back aligned, and then I can be okay with them.
But look where you are. But I care about what got you here in the first place. What you're doing now, that's going to continue down a worse path.
I know. It was just
honestly, it was around a pretty similar time that my debt got really bad. Mm-hmm. Like 18, like I opened a stupid Guitar Center credit card, but my credit card debt, student loans, private student loans, car debt didn't get bad until like 2021, 22.
Yeah.
So you can get worse. And you're headed there, and that's what makes me really nervous is you're headed down a dangerous path, and you're doing nothing at all to correct it. I mean, look at the spending in here. Mm-hmm. You went to The Pitch, you went to Starbucks, Dunkin' Mobile, Chipotle, Ross Stores, Starbucks, Ross Stores. This is the first card out of how much debt do you have?
A lot.
How much debt do you have?
Total between credit cards.
How much debt do you have?
Probably like
$80,000. So beyond substantially more than you just thought you had, which is insane. Mm-hmm. That's insane. It's $30,000 more than you didn't even know about. $30,000 of the debt you have. You did not know about almost 40% of it. 40% of it you didn't even know you had. And then you're going Ross Stores and Broken Glass Smoke Shop.
But it's...
What kind of cancer are we getting today? What smoke shop? What are you getting?
Vapes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that lines up with your aesthetic. Waters Car Wash. You live in Florida. What are you washing off, the hurricane? You don't have salt. You don't have dust. What the f*** are you doing? You're probably just washing off all your
fucking stuff. There's like a lot of sand and...
Are you always at the beach?
Not always, but I know.
Good, because you should be working and paying off your debt.
I do work a lot. I work like 5-6 days.
How many hours a week do you work?
Anywhere from like 40 to 50.
Yeah, I mean, you're making a good income again.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you probably don't need to be spending for a car wash on a credit card that is green interest that is at a huge balance when we have $80,000 of debt when we thought we had 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunkin'
Mobile. 3 in a row. Oh, good. It's a fourth. Dunkin' Mobile. Amazon. And then you went in to the store and got some bull. Then there's actually some necessities in here. Chiropractic, hit or miss depending on if you think that's a necessity. But there's gas, dollar store. Whether or not I'm going to call that out, usually no. But even still, even if this is gas and the Tractor Supply is necessary, and lots of chiropractic, are you broken? Like, whatever is happening in the pharmacy, it's like, okay, maybe we needed those, but guess what? On a credit card that is accruing interest and you don't even know your debt situation or your income situation, that is terrifying. And just a kind of little you, because you, again, set this up as all I had to send extra money because he wasn't taking care of bills, but my daily spending had to keep happening, so I put it on a credit card. Guess what? You didn't live with him during this statement in any way whatsoever, and it had nothing to do with him not paying his bills. You didn't live with him, and yet you were still choosing to do all of this. So again, your entire preemptive story of making you the damsel in distress that is being fucking guarded by a dragon that the ogre man himself needs to go get, that's not you. That's not you.
It is. I mean,
no, it literally isn't. You didn't live with him during this, and this is still your spending on a card that is obliterating your financial position at 21 years old.
I get it, but like at the same time, like there was like
Lindsay, the team master herself. The team master herself is like, and now she's spending a lot of money on your nails now that you got broken up. Yeah. Now you have to get all the nice nails when you're going out and hitting all the West Palm Beach clubs.
I feel like all my money was going towards like household stuff or like stuff for like.
So now it's going to things that are completely unnecessary. Listen, good nails give good back scratches. Everyone loves them. They are not necessities when you are literally just trying to survive now. You just moved in with your mom. You remember when you did that? Like, you just did it?
Yeah, but
because you needed to save some money? Because you couldn't afford living on your own? But we're going in and we're just destroying it with Dunkin' and Starbucks every day? Come on. I mean, this is... What are we doing?
But I mean, it's
and
like,
you are not the victim in this.
And that, no, but like.
Oh, come on. But you set your entire self up as.
No, not necessarily, but like I feel like if it wasn't for all that, I wouldn't have gotten this deep into the situation.
That doesn't make sense. You literally are spending. You are literally spending on a credit card that is not going down in balance, that is accruing interest. Shut the fuck up. That's impossible. Listen, there may have been things that sucked in that situation, especially financially. All of this spending is after you guys broke up and did not live together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
so you're lying. You're trying to just fucking look good.
No, it's
no.
I agree that wasn't all like necessity spending.
Yeah, I told you the ones that were necessity spending. Either way, should it be done on a credit card?
No, but
half of it was bullshit. Half of it was bullshit.
When I have like payments and stuff coming out of my account all the time, then it's like
payments. What payments?
Well,
you're adding yourselves more payments because you have so much debt.
Yeah.
You have $80,000 in debt. You thought you had $50,000. No, you have minimum monthly payments that you're not aware of.
Yeah.
Of course, money's just getting taken out of your account. That's what happens when you're not aware of your financial position.
It just changed so fast that it was like really hard to keep up with the changes of it.
What?
Honestly, well, like I moved 3 times last year.
Yeah, I don't see why in the middle of January to the middle of February that means we're spending our money at Starbucks and Dunkin'. Things have changed. I better go to Starbucks and Dunkin' every day and get my nails done every second of my life. Well, this is pretty fucking exciting for the world of financial audit.
Something big, Mar.
Nearly 60,000 of you have downloaded my budgeting app, Simpler Budget, in just a few weeks of its launch. And let me tell you, we've heard amazing feedback. People are enjoying the automatic account connections. People are enjoying the community chat. People are enjoying building their budget, sticking to it, and actually changing their lives finally for the first time. Yeah! So download the Simpler Budget app today. Join the 60,000 people who are literally changing their lives for the first time. Literally, this gives you control of your financial future once and for all. So download Simpler Budget today. And remember, anyone who signs up for the annual version of the app at a massive discount, you also get shipped this Simpler Budget notebook, which will be personally signed by me. So check it out. Download Simpler Budget today. The fuck are you talking about?
I feel like
that is not going to get you out of that.
It was my coping. I mean, I'd just gotten out of a breakup. Somebody I was with for 3 years.
Yeah, and that
hard.
sucks. That sucks.
And I'm living with my mom, so it's like, yeah, but
you
that's
didn't
kind of my
have to.
freedom.
You make enough money where you could have gotten an apartment, just something
really.
smaller. Yes,
I don't have enough money saved. Like, it wouldn't have made sense.
Well, you don't have enough money saved because you blow all your money every second of your life, and you have minimum monthly payments that you don't even know because you just rack up all this debt. Like, no, I mean, that lines up perfectly. It's fully understood. Look where you've gotten yourself, and you're allowing this at 21. Yeah, and when you push back on it, you brag about how good you were at 19. I don't care about 19. You're 21 now.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about what I did at 22. I don't give a shit what you did at 19. Who gives a f? You are where you are now. Deal with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
No, you're not, because what you're doing right now, which is the only time that matters, is blowing it all. I feel like I'm not getting that through to you.
I feel like, to be fair, I do feel like this is my worst one. I feel like that's why it looks so bad off the surface.
Worst one. Lady, this is $3,000 and we have a total debt pile of $80,000.
Like, that's...
Like, shut the f***
It's the one with the most random purchases, but I feel like once you, like, see
What,
all
are the other ones strategically dumb?
Yeah, well, they made more sense at the time.
A little slip there. A little slip of reality. Listen, you're not a credit card person. This is too dangerous for you to have access to these amounts to spend. You can use the Fizz card like many of the guests and audience. That's what I will allow you to use because it only lets you spend what's in your checking account, like a debit card. So
I definitely...
There you go.
Yeah.
But you're not using... You got to remove this from your Apple Wallet now.
But, like, how does that even work? Like, doesn't it... Well,
how does what work?
No, like, I know you can just remove it, but, like, doesn't it, like, report on your credit that, like, you closed the account? Or
I didn't say close your account.
You can just remove the card?
Should be able to remove it from your wallet if I'm not mistaken.
Then how do you pay it if it's not, like, on there? Because it's, like...
Remove it from a default in terms of, like, if you're going and tapping to pay, though.
Yeah, but then it would just be another credit card that's on there. Or, like...
Yes, but you wouldn't just be instinctive. You said the reason why this is so hard is because it's available right there for you to just spend.
Yeah.
So, like, make it harder for you to spend.
Yeah. But yeah. But I mean, it's...
So you met this dude like in high school?
Yeah, like after I graduated. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, that's fucked up. And you find yourself in a new position that you have in adulthood.
Yeah.
So you've been an adult for 3 years, but you guys have been together that entire time. So that's definitely interesting.
That's, yeah. I feel like that's a lot of why it...
No.
Well, no.
No.
Okay,
Shut the fuck up with that. Listen, it's why today might be a struggle and figuring things out might be a struggle.
Yeah.
But it is not why you're here. It is not why your spending was like that in this most recent month. Don't pull that. That is not true.
Yeah.
That is not fucking true.
No. But I will say the chiropractor, that was from him. I canceled that though.
He broke you?
No, like I was paying for his chiropractor. Like,
why?
I was paying for everything. That's what I'm saying.
Why? But why were you? That doesn't make sense though, because I was still in the month of January. You guys were broken up and didn't live together.
Yeah, I had to.
And he literally cheated on you.
I know, because it was on auto pay and I didn't realize. So, I mean, I canceled it now.
Okay, well, chiropractic was quite a minimum compared to all the purchases in there.
Yeah.
By the way. But even still, it is stupid.
Yeah. But, so it's just like little things like that would add up. I think just like because I was making like more.
You still make great money. You make more than a lot of college graduates or people that didn't go to college as well.
Yeah, but because like I was used to a certain income, and then like I was spending
you have to adjust. Again, this is why you use the fucking budgeting app. It's ridiculous. Like people are incapable of adjusting. I really don't understand. I mean, you literally lost $81.55 in interest in 1 month alone just on this card. Yet you're still spending on it. It is at a 26.24% interest rate. That's crazy. And yet you still just purchase on it.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. To get the nails did. Show the camera your nails. Let's see. Are they special?
They were only $70.
Are you fucking kidding me? Only $70? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you not understand the value of a dollar? $70 is substantial.
It is, but
do you know how many McDoubles $70 is?
I don't know how much a McDouble is, but
probably like 50 McDoubles.
But they last me like almost a month.
So do 50 McDoubles.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. You have to work those off.
Yeah.
But these, they add value.
Yeah, but you got to work for the money that you pay to get them.
Yeah, but I enjoy them.
Work them off.
It's like the one thing
listen,
I do.
I get it too, but like get fucking press on nails or something.
I tried that. They don't last. And I work in the restaurant industry, so I can't have like press on nails like flying off.
Listen, all I'm saying is it really comes to as simple as you cannot afford that. Literally $81.55 in interest on one of the debts alone, $3,000 of the $80,000. This costs more than that. And it's because you refuse to actually sacrifice things
well,
to get out of this debt and cut back your spending.
I think it helps me like in a way, like, I don't know.
What?
I think if like I feel more confident with my nails are done, and then I think people I think it just like looks more presentable. I think people tip better. So I think I make my money back.
I know people. There's definitely tips based on looks for sure.
Yeah.
But you are a very conventionally attractive person. You are. Congratulations. You won that lottery pool. Like, well done.
But I don't want to have little boy hands.
I don't think it's the nails that's going to do it.
It helps. Nobody wants like nasty fingernails holding their food and stuff.
Why would your fingernails be nasty? Well, those fingernails will be nasty too if they're not. You can do press-ons more frequently. You can also paint your nails. You can also just get natural fucking nails. Either way, that's not even the point. I'm just saying you couldn't afford it. And literally because you are more willing to spend money on stuff like that, you are losing more than it costs to even put those on in interest alone on one of a minority of your debt of the $80,000. It is a simple mathematical thing of that. I am not anti-nail. I don't give a in fact, I am pro. Again, the back scratches. Everyone loves them. I am pro these things. This makes no sense for your situation. It's as easy as that. I don't know. It's such a stupid minor thing to defend. I don't get it.
I don't know. I stopped getting them done for the longest, like when I moved into my first apartment. And like, I feel like, I don't know, like, cause I made that sacrifice so that like we could afford like kind of to build our life together. So like, I feel like I kind of just like needed to do that for me. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
because like it was something I stopped doing for myself when I was with him. So I feel like it was important for me to like get that back. Like, I know like I still have to pay off my
therapist.
I
that's kind of
like What? It's about like taking care of me, like reprioritizing
I want
myself.
self-care, but there's lots of versions of self-care.
Yeah.
And again, if it's something you can't afford, you're putting yourself in a worse position.
Yeah.
What kind of self-care are you getting into if you're going to have to sacrifice for years to pay off debt?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of self-care are you going to be into if your parents are no longer there, you can't move in with them, and you don't have a savings account? Just like you didn't have a savings account and you couldn't move into your own place. Like, your parents aren't always going to be there. It's a sad fact. Like, there's so many things. What are you going to do when all of a sudden either you're the parent and you can't retire because you didn't save up for retirement? Like, those are the things. Self-care now is important, but self-care for your entire life is also critical. And you are prioritizing the minor little feel-good things in the moment over your entirety.
But it's like hard to like, I don't know. I wasn't like thinking about that at the time. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm just trying to take it day by day. Like, you know.
Yeah, but you have to have a plan, an overarching plan. We all take the days day by day, but you need to incorporate your strategy of living into the overall plan you have. And if you don't have a fully concrete plan right now, that's okay. That's okay. You're 21. That's usually where we're kind of fucking up and we're figuring things out. But this is the corrective moment. And defending something as stupid as just that is pointless. And trying to make yourself look like the damsel in distress is pointless. When what we could be doing is taking responsibility for the spending we have now that is preventing us to get to that future place. What goals do you have? Do you have goals?
Yeah, I need.
What do we have?
I want my own place. Like,
your own place. So moving back into an apartment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully, I want to own a house one day, but
Okay,
I need
someday.
to get
That's
somewhere
definitely-
first. But like,
Yeah.
my mom's like her lease ends in August, so like, and she's planning on moving like across the state, and I'm not really trying to like uproot my whole life and everything.
Why is she moving so far?
Well, like her boyfriend works across the state. Like,
So what are you gonna do? So you need a new place by then.
Yeah, I need
Then
this
how
figured out.
possibly is spending all this money on bullshit priority right now when obviously you need to start saving up to put a security deposit down first month, last month, whatever you need
Well,
on a place? How is that not the priority? How is that not the priority? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I think it was,
That's a critical timeline.
yeah, but I think I was just excited to like have a little bit of like freedom after not having to pay rent
What
for the
freedom?
first
You
time in
live
a
with
while.
your fucking mom
Well,
and you do pay
financial
rent.
freedom a little. Well,
But you pay rent.
Yeah, but
financial
like,
freedom. You have $80,000 of debt at 19. Is any of that even fucking student loans?
no.
That's horrendous. People at 21, 22, 23 getting out of college, like $40,000 in student loans. That's what a lot of people get. That's like the average, right? You don't even have student loans and you have double the amount of debt. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. Damsel in distress.
But-
Are you hoping someone just comes and rescues you? Is that why you set that up in the beginning like that?
No. I'm trying to figure it out for myself.
You're trying to figure it out, yet you spent all that. Okay, let's move on, because that's so... Listen, I just don't like how you framed your situation so far. I really don't.
I think you'll see it like more. I also think this was also
See what more?
this is like the aftermath. This was after everything already got bad.
Yes,
like,
it is the actions you are doing afterwards. The actions, that was your spending. He didn't do any of that except for the chiropractor. He did not do any of that. So what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. That's why I need your help.
You
Like,
don't
I need you
know.
to help.
I'm
figure it
trying.
out.
You're fighting. Oh, okay. Listen, for what it's worth, I'm going to fucking break the fourth wall here to the audience. So shut the fuck up for a second. Sorry. For what it's worth, a lot of people come on the show. Everyone's from the audience these days. Like literally 100% of the guests at this point are from the audience. And people are not used to being in front of the camera. So there is just a natural defense mechanism that kicks in. But for fuck's sake, I am trying to get to that point where we are helping. You just have to be reasonable and not try to set yourself to look good. You gotta let go of some of that.
Well,
Let go of some of the ego. It wasn't all his fault. He's a cheater. He's a piece of but the entire thing doesn't revolve around the fact that like $100 went here and there. Look at the spending we saw in just that month. That was your fault. Look, you all know I love calling people out on their financial train wrecks. We've tackled credit cards, payday loans, and more. But there's one giant moneymaker we've only scratched the surface on: real estate.
I have 5 houses.
That's right. The buy a house, get rich game. And that's if you play it right. You see, my own journey started in sales with tens of thousands of dollars in bad debt. I was that dude. But once I hustled my face off and wiped the state clean, I realized the real wealth building power, investing, and real estate in particular. I saved for some years, put down on my first home, watched it grow in value, and then snowballed that equity into multiple rentals, and ultimately the condo where I started filming these chaos-filled financial audits you guys love. And that's why I'm thrilled to announce my brand new course, Master Your Real Estate. I'm pouring everything I know into how I went from broke and basically mooching cheap rent to leveraging property appreciation, collecting rent checks, and scaling up. And as a thank you for buying at launch, you'll be able to get the course at over 30% off through March 31st. And for the first 250 people who sign up, you'll get access to my exclusive Q&A where I deep dive into my real estate portfolio. So listen. This is the blueprint I wish I had when I was scraping by. My system will show you how to understand market cycles so you're not buying at the worst possible times, spot a money pit versus a gem, build a mini empire of rentals that send you a paycheck while you're napping, and I'll also show you stuff like the BRRR or BRRR method, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat, commercial deals, plus the not so boring side of mortgages and home inspections. Basically, all the do's and don'ts that could save you from a midnight roof collapse. There's no gimmicks, no rocket science, just real strategies I used to transform my net worth from zero to hundreds of thousands of dollars before I started this YouTube channel. So if you're ready to get the house of your dreams, finally wrap your head around mortgages and not get bamboozled, learn how real estate can become your biggest wealth booster, then Master Your Real Estate is your next move. Sign up for the course today, lock in that massive discount only through the end of this month, and dive into the world of real estate investing. Seriously, real estate has changed my life, and it can change yours too. Let's go make real estate your next big win. And remember, we always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, but we have the lowest refund rate in the industry for a reason. I bring the value. Check it out, link in the description below.
Yeah.
So discover it, $2,206.21 with a $62 a month minimum monthly payment. Again, these minimum monthly payments are stacking up quick for just $21. And so are the debt amounts. And these are credit cards, $41.72 of interest accruing. Look at that! See, your balance went up from $19,020 to $2,206. Your balance went up because you purchased $600 of shit. Why are you purchasing more than you're putting on a card that is accruing interest that you cannot pay off? How long does this take to pay off minimum monthly payments only if you don't purchase anything, which you're incapable of? How long? How possibly a little long?
It was like 8 years.
9 years, so you'll be 30.
Yeah.
You'll be at in your 30s, and then boom, finally one of the credit cards is gone. Like one of our smallest debts is gone.
Yeah.
9 years.
That one, like, just like a lot of my bills are on auto pay on that one. So like that's
what? Oh, you mean like your other bills, like your subscription. Also,
well, no, not like
you bragged about your $750 a couple years ago. You're at $650 now. Credit
yeah.
score.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, that classic auto pay.
Oh well, that
Dunkin' Donuts, another classic auto pay. People looker, who the f are you creeping on?
Oh my gosh.
Who are you creeping on?
That was I also canceled that.
Who are you creeping on?
Who do you think?
Was it the ex?
Yeah, like I was like trying to like
what were you trying to find?
Well, like I don't remember. It was like trying to see like if they were on a dating site or something.
Would it tell you?
I don't know. Like you had to like.
Well, like Ashley Madison?
No.
Think is out there fucking like divorced moms?
No, like just
I'm
like.
assuming that's what Ashley Madison is.
Just like anywhere like his profile is. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure that
Did
one.
You find anything?
It said that like him and his family were like flagged like by the government.
What?
Like they were on like a watch list, but it didn't give me any other information.
Did he enter the country illegally or something?
No, he's a legal citizen, as far as I know. Unless he lied about that too, but I don't really know. But I actually I canceled that card because.
You canceled this card. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You canceled this card.
So like
I mean you closed the account?
Well, I didn't like close it, but I canceled the card and like didn't order.
What does that mean? You canceled the card?
Cuz like I have like that one, like the People Looker thing, I couldn't like I have no idea where it was from. It was like a random site, so I can't figure out how to like cancel the charge, if that makes sense.
It's probably from People Looker.
Well, yeah, but I don't I don't know like where that was. Like I don't Anyways, there was a few other things on there too, like our old phone, our internet. That was also his account that like he didn't close. So like I had to cancel the card because.
I see you going into a gas station getting some bullshit. Going into a gas station getting some bullshit. Yeah, another classic subscription. Oh, here's another subscription. Broken Glass Smoke Shop. How much do you vape? Are you going to just be tweaking by the end of this because you're not having a puff? You're buying so much already on just 2 cards. Now, People Looker there again.
Well,
come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Who the fuck people are you stalking? Starbucks.
No, it was literally just
Jersey Mike's going in and getting some bullshit in the gas station.
Wait, when? I normally don't do that.
I mean, $9. You're getting $9 in gas?
Jersey Mike's, you said?
Oh, yeah, Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is a sub place.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
Yeah, okay. But it's not a gas station.
No, the one after that is.
Oh, it was $9?
Yes.
I don't know what that was. Yeah. It might have been gas.
But you've done it multiple times in 1 month. You did it like 3 times this statement so far.
I think because that one had.
Oh, apparently you're a pothead too. I just learned. Oh, that's nice.
What?
Why is everyone on this show obsessed with destroying their lungs? How much you spend in nicotine and on a monthly basis? Come on.
Probably like 2 to 200.
So almost your rent, like half your rent.
Well, right now rent, I guess.
That's crazy. You have to fucking move out forcefully.
I know. I've been slowing down. I've definitely
That's
been slowing
literally
down.
everyone says on the show.
No,
and I don't believe it.
No,
for a
I'm
single
serious.
Second. I don't believe you.
Because I was living alone for 3 years, and like my ex would smoke, so we would smoke together. But like now I live with my mom, so like out of respect, like I don't really do that around her and stuff.
So 24.24% interest is insane. Do you have any retirement? I doubt it.
I have 2,000 in my
college.
savings.
2,000s in savings?
Yeah.
Why would you have 2,000s in savings when you have a 2,206? 2,000s in savings.
Well,
best you're gonna get like a
cushion, like
yeah, but best you're gonna get like 4% on it. If it's a 1 month emergency fund covering highest deductible, I get it. What's your intention behind it?
Well, that's kind of I guess what it is. It's like an emergency fund. Like it was at like 4,000 or 5,000.
But literally, if you just put it in Moomoo or something, you at least get like 8-point-something% on it.
Yeah. I definitely.
Actually, I think if you put 1,000 in right now, you get like a 16% return on your money with the like dollar reward they also gift you. So like I don't understand. You're just leaving. Okay.
But like it would just be like scary to have nothing in my account.
No, I agree, and I wouldn't suggest that. This is probably a better use. 24.24% interest. Yep. Okay. So you're just endlessly blazing it up, but you stop. You slowed down because of mom, meaning when you move back out, you're going just as hard again.
Well, hopefully I'll stop before then.
Why don't you?
Well, I mean, I've tried, but it's not easy. Especially like I feel like
there we go. Someone's admitting to the reality that we are finding out more and more these days. Weed is not.
I definitely won't lie about that.
Like everyone has thought.
No, it definitely is, and same with like obviously nicotine's very addictive, but I don't know. It's just, especially like working in the restaurant industry, it's.
I want to be very clear. We've looked at 2 cards so far. They're all your spending so far. Nothing has to do with your ex, like you set up for the first 10-15 minutes of this entire conversation.
To be fair.
What a manipulative way to open this conversation.
Well, because these were the statements the month after we broke up, so there's like nothing in there from him.
It doesn't fucking matter because these are your actions.
Yeah, but I'm still
so it literally doesn't even matter. That makes your opening even worse. I asked what is going on, and you talk about how all that you. Where when I'm looking at your statements right now, it is literally after you guys broke up of you.
Well, I didn't have like I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out like a new way of doing things. I was in such I was so used to putting everything on a credit card because I didn't have like the money. So like now I'm trying to like figure out how to balance like paying off more on the credit cards while like not like I don't want to spend all my money. I know I have to budget. Like I know what you're thinking, but I don't want to like spend all my cash so that I can't make my payments on my cards and stuff, if that makes sense.
You're
know what
spending on your credit cards.
I know.
What the fuck are you talking about? If you just did your necessities, that wouldn't be. What the fuck cope is that?
But
what the fuck cope?
It doesn't.
All right, Capital One Quicksilver. It's stupid. $1,965.80 with a $72 minimum monthly payment. What are you use $1,078 of purchases. That is fucking stupid. With $52.93 of interest occurring. What the possibly?
So this
12 years to pay off, by the way, without purchasing on it, which you are incapable of. So what possibly? Why?
So
you literally, oh my, the balance went up from 1,700 to 1,965 because you paid more than the minimum, but you purchased more than you put on it anyway. So it's just so fucking stupid.
Well, see, and that's what I mean. Like, that's like the loop that I got the loop I got myself into. Like,
your loop is fucking Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, vaping, and loop. What are you talking about? Loop is when someone's in a payday loan cycle and they can't get out of it. You're Dunkin' Donuts and weed and Starbucks and vapes. No, you don't get to use that excuse. That is an incorrect statement. Okay, let's see what this $1,000 are they going to be loop spending? Let's find out. Are they going to be loop spending? Let's find out. Okay, it's endless storage and U-Hauls and storage. So this one might be the actual first one related to what you opened with. It might actually be the first one, like 45 minutes in. Finally. Finally. And guess what? It is your lowest balance card.
Yeah, so this
finally one thing.
Like this one I opened, and I think I had started
$259.
Yeah,
that's payment.
That was our phone payment.
Why would you do that when there's services like Helium for $15 a month? I don't get it.
Well, it was like before we got into the house.
Why do people spend that much on phone?
I don't know.
Bills?
It was like his phone plan. So that was the thing. Like it was his phone plan, and like I was just gonna like
man-child.
Yeah.
He was a literal man-child. I'm calling him in the post show. It's confirmed. It's happening. There's no way I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
At this point. He's a fucking baby, but I also want to hear his side of the story.
I just like it was like he would never like he couldn't set up his stuff on autopay.
Have you guys separated correctly?
What do you mean? Like
you guys didn't go back to each other, do you?
No, he lives at his.
I know that happens a lot, especially in younger relationships.
He lives at his mom's. I live at my mom's.
I just want clean separation here.
Yeah.
With how intertwined you guys were. I just don't want this to get messier. This is insane. Allergy and asthma care?
Yeah, so
and lots of U-Hauls. You'd think you're a lesbian. This is crazy.
No.
This is so crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Lots of storage as well.
Like because
you didn't have storage at your mom's house?
No, he
sent you flowers for Valentine's Day. Lindsay, you tea goddess. What the So is he attempting? Is he attempting?
He's attempted.
Never get back with a cheater. We don't give cheaters.
Yeah, I know that.
Are you? You're not considering, are you?
No. It's just like I don't know. It's been weird.
What? No, tell me.
I've seen him a few times and like we've talked.
Why? What's he?
Well, like we still had a lot of things to figure out. He had his motorcycle in my storage unit, and like he has a lot of his stuff in my storage unit still. So I guess we didn't separate.
I'm gonna ask a very middle school question. You guys haven't like even like kissed or anything, right? Since breaking up? Okay, good. Okay, so it sounds pretty dead to me. Sounds pretty dead. You've met up for more like business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But it's like I don't know.
This is literally just out of like care for you from me, not finances. Like cheaters.
Yeah, especially if they couldn't even agree that they were cheating.
I know. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna open the relationship on both sides, like that's one thing. That's agreed and consensual. But just going behind someone's back, no.
Yeah.
You either break up or you bring up the topic. You don't just go f other people, which I don't know if he did, but.
Well, he says he didn't, but he denies. So, but so it's a lot of this stuff for the storage. Like his mom lives 5 minutes from my mom, so like when we moved everything, like all of our stuff ended up in storage together, and then like I don't know, I somehow just ended up taking care of everything because he didn't really know we were separating. So I was trying to like.
He didn't know. What do you mean? You said you broke up like 4 times.
Well, like he's a little impulsive, or like what's the word? Like a little impulsive. So like.
Me too, but I know when someone breaks up with me.
Yeah, but like that's what I broke up with him once before and he wouldn't leave. So like.
That's not being impulsive. That's him being either a moron or a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Well. No, but either way. So like, and then I left for So, like, we ended our lease December 31st. And so, like I said earlier, we decided, like, 2 weeks before that we were going to end the lease. And then, so, like, it was kind of like a panic move with like getting everything to storage and like the U-Haul and everything. We had to extend the U-Haul like 2-3 days because like we moved like 15 minutes away from where we were living. So like, I don't know. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, we're a few $1,000s in. There has to be something chunky somewhere that this is going to get to. Oh, here's something chunky. There's something chunky. 30,000. This has to be a car. Roadrunner. 30,000. Okay, what is this? What is this?
So it's a, I believe, 2023 Polaris Slingshot.
What the f*** are you getting? 2023 car? What the f***? I didn't even get something remotely within the year of the year we were living in until I was in my like late 20s. What the f*** are you doing? Why do you need a 2023?
So
instead of a beater? This is crazy. $30,773.90 with a minimum monthly payment. This is fucking wild. $560.78.
Yeah.
That is crazy. What's the interest on this? What is possibly the interest on this?
It's very high. It's like
What?
13 or 14.
Huh? Say it again?
13 or 14.
No.
It's higher.
What the fuck? Why? Why do you need this? Why do you possibly need this right now?
Okay, so I didn't. So I got this like a year ago now. So let me explain. Let me explain. There's a story behind this. So this is when me and my ex were at our first apartment.
Oh, it comes back to the ex. Who would have thought, guys?
Listen, it makes sense. So like we were both working full time at the time. I was making actually way better money at like the same job that I'm at now at the time. Anyway.
Why? Has it slowed down?
No, they like cut my pay. Like
what? You said you went up from like 14 to 15 or 13 to 14.
Yeah, but a year ago they cut my pay.
From what to what?
From like 19 to 13.
Why?
Because they had new owners take over and they were doing a lot of it like illegally. Like half of it was in cash and half of it was on the books.
Did they, and then
so
they're still your boss?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just said that on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, well. Listen.
Go on.
Well, I didn't say where I work.
Yeah, and you're using a fake name, but yeah, go on, go.
But anyway, so it's just like that was a big adjustment. But anyway, so we were trying to like passive income. So him and his friend had gotten a car that they were gonna put up on Turo as like a rental car. And so that was the idea behind this car was it was supposed to be for passive income and be a rental car on the side.
Depreciate an asset for passive income. Guys, this is the greatest idea in the history of humanity.
Listen. Listen. Like
I'm listening.
I understand it is a depreciating asset, but like
yeah, but there's other passive income, like appreciating assets, like real estate.
Yeah, but like yeah, that's true.
We'll put you through the real estate class so you at least understand it. You can learn the things I did.
That would help. But yeah, so I mean, but obviously like
wait, it's a spider? It's one of those?
Yeah.
Like one of those 3-wheel fucking like
yeah, so it's like an exotic like
the fucking the people that like the weird 6-year-olds drive around blasting music.
So I don't know, like he had done a lot of research on like how much like that car in specific can make and everything. And like it really like it made sense. Like
does it make sense?
It did at the time.
Okay, like, I'm gonna have you define this for me.
Now maybe not as much, but like
here's a little arts and crafts for you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have you go ahead and explain your business plan to me. Give me a nice chart.
Well, because
nope, that's incorrect. You're gonna do that.
What do you mean? What kind of chart?
Whatever you need to do to try to walk me through your business plan here. I got you Crayolas and a nice little cutty scissors.
Well,
like
for real? What do you want me to draw? Can I just explain it?
No, I want you to visualize it.
What do you mean? Okay.
Your business plan.
Any color.
How would you make money on it?
Okay.
I want you to walk me through from the very start through every phase. Give me a nice little flow chart, arrows and everything. How do you make money? How does the math work out? How would your profits make profits versus expenses? Everything. Go ahead.
Well,
any colors you want. You got some scissors. Go ahead.
Go ahead. This feels silly. So
it is silly because you have a silly fucking plan.
Well, yeah. So I have a minimum like $560 month payment. Oh my gosh.
Make it into art.
What do you mean?
We'll put it on the refrigerator.
Okay, so what? Like $560 a month?
Okay, $560 a month. What?
For my payment.
That's your payment. Market.
Okay. What do you mean market? Like payment?
Say it's a payment.
Okay. And then like when I did research, the car can rent out from like anywhere from like $60 to $90 a day.
Okay.
And then they have
draw your business plan.
Okay. So at 60 to 90 a day.
Okay.
I also
Very
did this math
good.
a long time ago because like, anyways, but
$60 to $90 a day for the lifetime of the entire car?
yeah,
Or will it go down as the car gets older and there are newer cars on the Turo market?
it will go
for people-
down as it
that's
gets older.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yet, conveniently, your interest rate and minimum monthly payment stays the same.
Right.
As also the value of the resale of your car goes down.
Yeah.
Please continue.
No, that's okay.
No, continue.
Well, okay, so
Talking to the mic as well.
but like I mean, if I can rent it out at least like,
If you can, that's a good if.
but I'm in a good spot, like
Good spot.
near an
I don't think
airport.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
like for
physically.
like to rent it. Like
Sure.
yeah.
So it's been a year. Go
Well,
on. What has happened?
Hey,
Show me.
okay.
Show me.
There's another
Show
thing.
me. Different colors. Show me what was the
do you
reality.
mean?
So we have
Okay, so
that the blue
reality-
was your hope. Mm-hmm. Pink is reality.
Okay. So my reality was I
Yes.
got the car like what, 8 months ago, I guess. You can't list on Turo till you're 21. And I just turned 21 in December. So I
You
had
did
to
a deep dive research and you were
well, I,
smart enough to not
well,
look at the minimum requirements
to be
necessary
fair-
for the thing you wanted to do.
to be fair, I was in the process of listing the
I don't
car
think
with
I'm gonna
them.
give you a to be fair for missing an age requirement.
No, I was in the process of listing it for a while, and that was the very last thing that they said to me. They didn't even ask my age in there.
As you research something, you usually
Mm-hmm.
learn what you have to be to qualify
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
That's what I do when I research if I want to do something.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really realize that would be
Okay, so when did you turn 21?
December,
Good. So it's been a couple months.
2 months. Yeah.
What's happened?
Well,
And the pink new reality. Show me what's happened.
oh my
Go
gosh.
on.
So
I
it's
want to
not-
follow your
it's
business
not
plan
up
here.
yet.
Please tell me.
So there was a few.
Oh, so the business plan is.
Ooh.
Huh? So that's what's happened. So in reality, this. There we go. There's your grand thing that you were spending $560 a month. Why the did you hold on to this car and not sell it?
I don't know. I guess just I was like too. I know it's gonna sound.
Were you gonna say
stupid.
scared?
Yeah.
Scared to sell?
Well, like, cause I know I'm obviously gonna be at a loss, so it's like.
yeah. So make your loss worse then? What?
Well, I'm hoping I can get to the point where it actually makes money.
You're
Like,
not on there yet, and you've been 21 for almost 3 months.
Yeah, but I've been dealing with a lot of like other stuff, like readjusting to the new work schedule and living with my mom. The car was
What
like.
excuses.
I had to.
Are people incapable of doing things in life these days? My gosh, the amount of stuff that literally all of us go through. Breakups,
get it.
moves, readjustings, new jobs, firings, hirings, whatever the it might be. We all do what is required, and you have this stupid fucking thing, and you are doing nothing with it.
Well, I drive it. Like it's not like
You
just
drive it. This
sitting
is your
there.
daily driver.
Not my daily driver. It's
Then why the fuck are you driving it and putting wear and tear on it?
well, like you have to run it, otherwise it's gonna like
I guess, but how often are you driving
like
it?
once a week, like
Okay.
to keep it like in good shape and everything, but not like I'm not like taking it on joyrides or anything. Just like keeping it in good maintenance. But anyways, so like I guess the thought behind it was again, this
I
was
think
when
I
I was
understood the thought. You
was-
drew it out.
it was
And guess what?
it
The
was
pink
when I
showed
was
it didn't
with
happen.
my ex. So I guess the thought was that like maybe you wouldn't like, or maybe I wouldn't make all the money back. But like if I'm also using it in the time that it's not being rented out, then like you're kind of getting double value.
And how did that work out? I want to give you free money right now. I've partnered with different resources that will literally give you hundreds of dollars the moment you sign up for them. Check out my investing app of choice, Moomoo, where they give you up to 15 free stocks and 8.1% interest on your uninvested cash when you sign up with my link. Do you want a more traditional savings account? Check out where I keep my emergency fund, SoFi, where they'll give you 4.5% on your money and up to $300. Would you rather have automated investing investing? Sign up for Acorns with my link and you'll get $20 right now instead of the usual $5 you'd get from your friend's referral. You can also sign up for our investing program and get $100 in cash deposited into your Moomoo account. This is the best way to learn what your investing profile looks like and what investing strategies to use based on that. All of this free money is linked in the resources section of the description below, so don't pass up the free money because I'll punch you.
Well, obviously.
There we go. So I don't give a f what you thought. What you thought was dumb, don't do it again. This is so stupid.
Well, I'm just explaining how we got here. That's just how we got here.
All right.
I wouldn't make that same choice now inherently.
I don't know about that.
Well, but
is this a different car?
Yeah.
Is this a different car loan?
That's my daily. So I got that one first. And then I got the other one after.
When did you get this car?
I got that one when I was 19.
19? You fucking got a 72-month loan at 19 for a 2023 Hyundai, which was a new car at that time, 19? Yeah. A brand new car at 19? What the f*** are you?
Well,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh!
I mean, I've kept it in really good shape.
I don't give a f***. It's dumb. No. It is a 72-month fucking another $577 a month payment. That's crazy. Your minimum monthly payments are disgusting. $27,074 loan, and your pay goes up and down is dependent on tips, and it is owed $17,565. Sorry, that's what it's worth. You owe $27,000, so you're dramatically underwater. What was the value of the Spider? Did we have it?
It won't pull it from KDB. I'm not sure.
Oh, we can't get the value. Doubt it's worth the $30,000 you owe on it, though. What is the interest on this?
It's like, I think 7%, 7.5% maybe.
So not good. Barely keeping up with the market anyway. And then if you can calculate in the depreciation and the car insurance and all that bullshit.
But to be fair,
there's going to be a to be fair. Hey, how does this tie to the X? Let's find out.
So, no, this isn't
the
with
X.
The X
made
actually.
Me get this.
No, he didn't. So before this, I had a Jeep Renegade, and so it was financed at my dad's name.
Okay, but
like my dad. It was my dad's loan, but I paid for it. If that makes I paid him every month, but it was in his name. Okay, and it was my car. So I traded that in, and so I was having a lot of issues with it. Like there was like oil consumption issues, and like my engine would shut off.
Okay. Did you figure out?
Yeah,
what was wrong with
I
it?
went to do a recall test, and they said like it was nothing, but like I kept having the issue.
Recall test?
Like they do like an oil test to like see how much oil leaks and like blah blah blah. But they said it didn't leak enough.
Something else then.
Well, like maybe, but then like my engine started slipping and whatnot. So, and I
transmission.
Yeah, the transmission. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not a car person. Well, okay, so
says the lady with 57,000 hours in car loans at 21.
Well,
one of them being a stupid Spider that only pedals drive.
It's a fun car.
Yeah, but it's always divorced dads.
Oh, I guess I'm a divorced dad.
At least in Austin. And then they just drive around. You're having a nice little sip of coffee outside at like a bakery or something. Then they drive by with really loud music and neon lights, hoping everyone stares at them because that's the most attention they'll ever get in their entire life.
Well, mine's discreet.
That's what the people who drive this car are.
Mine's discreet. It's all black. So, but okay. So the Renegade. So. It was like it was giving me a lot. It was giving me a lot of issues and like
and you couldn't figure out why.
Well, yeah,
and why you wouldn't take it somewhere to find out why.
Well, like my dad used to help me with all my car stuff, and then like I didn't live with my dad anymore, and he wasn't able to. He used to be, but like now he does like other work. But so, anyways, it just got like hard to like have him do that, and it got like obviously expensive. So you take it to a mechanic. Yeah, but I still owed like $13,000 on this car.
Well, your dad did, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but like. So it was like a lot of issues for a car that like.
But you find out what the issue is, and whatever the issue is, and what the repair cost is, we determine if it's worth it or not at that point. That doesn't mean we go get a $35,000 new car.
But I guess
at
like
a nearly 8% interest rate with a minimum payment we could barely afford at 19 fucking years old. That is the dumbest thing ever.
Well, the thought was that like it would cost me less in the long run, not having to constantly pay for repairs.
That long run is 72 months at interest at an 8% with a depreciating asset. What the are you talking about? There's no defensible thing here. Listen, if the expense for a $12,000 loan on the car was an additional $12,000, I'd be like, yeah, we're getting rid of that. But then we're going and getting a used car that we are getting certified by like multiple mechanics before we purchase it.
Well, see,
Instead, you went
like
and got a $35,000 car at 19.
Yeah.
Objectively stupid.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but
I guess I was like, at that time I wasn't like paying rent or anything, so like I was like I could afford
yeah, but
it.
life changes. How did your parents not? Did anyone try to talk you out of this?
No.
Oh my. Oh jeez, you don't have anyone in your corner that's reasonable.
Well,
No wonder you talk like the way you do.
I didn't like tell them a lot of it. I just kind of did it. Obviously. But yeah. Anyways, well, actually, my dad knew because he signed the Jeep over. But like, I also didn't really like. I kind of just asked him.
And the fact that you still think it's okay is moronic.
Well,
Moronic.
I know that it wasn't.
Fucking moronic.
I know it wasn't
more fucking moronic because that means you're gonna do it again. You're gonna do something just as stupid.
It wasn't the best decision ever, but like.
the best decision.
So when you think about
gosh.
with my Jeep, I was paying $350 a month on.
You don't
the
have one
payment.
good debt. You don't have one fucking good debt. And yes, your minimum monthly payments can be higher on a smaller loan because you have a shorter term. A 72-month term is not a good thing. It means you are paying interest for longer, meaning you are paying even longer.
Well, it wasn't just that. My insurance was higher too. My insurance dropped like $200.
That part's good, but again, you're still losing more money over time here.
Yeah, but like to spend
God.
$300.
Shut the fuck up. I have a city card. I have a fucking city furnishers card. Probably to furnish the apartment that our ex-boyfriend forced us to get.
Yeah, well.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Well, it's not like forced, but it's like he definitely fully set out that expectation that he would cover his half of
Facebook
stuff.
Marketplace.
I did
What is
that.
wrong with you people? You were 20. You were like 19. Used furniture. My gosh.
I thought that like we were gonna actually like buy a house at some point, and then we would
I
have
make really good money. I'm gonna let you know on that fact, and I could retire today if I wanted to. It's a very nice position to be in. 80% of the furniture in my house was used.
I mean, we had used furniture too. It was really just the couch in our bedroom set.
$6,546 owed on here. Okay, with a $215.99 minimum monthly payment. That is insane. Even if you're getting a set, you're getting a cheap little fucking bedroom set.
Yeah, but it
for
was
like a couple thousand. This is 6,000.
$6,000.
You guys shouldn't have gotten a fucking huge house. What kind of excuse is that?
Well, it was like the best value.
You got $24 is actually owed. Is subject to interest rate.
What?
$24 is subject to interest rate. I'd pay that off now. Before that,
how is it 20? Is it like the?
I don't know. Maybe a purchase $24 on there.
I didn't
But
make a purchase
there's
on there.
the rest is deferred.
Yeah, that's
until
why.
2027.
So that's why I'm not paying interest on it.
I get that. It's still debt you have. You don't have one good piece of debt.
I know, but at least that doesn't. I'm not paying interest on.
Other one?
It was
another,
the mattress.
a mattress firm.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me, dude? This is insane.
Okay, so this was like another thing.
Oh, and you have a Best Buy card that I don't even have?
Oh, it's
I'll have you pull that up on your phone.
Oh, I couldn't. I haven't been able to like get in the app. It's all just like set on auto pay.
What's the Okay, mattress firm first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, $827.08. Minimum monthly payment $30. Again, this is an interest-free thing right now. A deferred interest though, and only for the next like 5 months.
Yeah.
You have to pay this off in 5 months.
The mattress firm.
You are not making the minimum monthly payments required in order to pay it off in 5 months. You're only paying the literal minimum monthly payment. What the f*** are you doing?
Well, yeah. I know.
Well,
I'll have like 500 left at the end or something like that.
You need to pay. Yeah, but this no. Deferred interest is accruing. Meaning, if you do not pay it off by then, all the interest that
accrued, you have to pay. Well, that's okay. So I apologize. That's what I mean. Like, by the time that
you're gonna allow literally,
but if I pay it by that
hundreds of dollars of interest,
then it won't.
But you're not. You're not paying anything. What are you talking about?
Because like I'm trying to focus on the higher interest ones right now and then pay that off. When we get closer.
You should at least make your minimum due that's required to pay this off in time, which would be $166 a month.
So why do they make it like, oh, because they
want to make money off of you. Are you serious?
Yeah, but that's
literally
just like
the way you're doing it takes 7 years to pay off.
Okay.
So stupid. So what's owed on your Best Buy card?
That was a washer and dryer for the house.
What's owed on it?
It's like,
how'd you not get a used washer and dryer? You're 19 when you got this.
Well,
were you spoiled? Because you're acting like you have to have all this nice new stuff. This is crazy.
Not. You
literally could have even rented a washer and dryer temporarily until you figured out a better situation. I did when I moved down here, and it was worth it. Sake. Okay, how much you owe on the Best Buy damn card?
It's like $1,500.
Oh, minimum monthly?
It's like $55.
Oh, stacking so much.
Like $55 like doesn't seem like a lot at the time, but like I guess.
Where is all this stuff? Is it in storage?
It's all in storage right now.
Sell it.
How?
Sell it.
But like how?
Facebook Marketplace.
No, like literally, I'm gonna get like half my money.
Yep, and you'll put it towards the debt, and that'll be halfway towards paying off that debt.
That's crazy.
It is?
Well, no, like it makes sense. You have like a 27%
interest rate on a fucking card that you can't pay off on it.
No.
I think it's crazy to have a washer and dryer sitting there that's not being used, that's in a storage unit that is accruing 27% interest against you. Shut up. That doesn't make any sense.
I get it, but it's like, it's just like, it's like everything's a loss.
Can you shh? Yes, everything is a loss when you're dumb and you were done with your money. You were done with your money. That happens.
Yeah.
Now we're doing the fixing part. You don't have to continue being dumb. That is the main thing that I'm trying to get through here.
It's
notice of intention to impose claim on security deposit.
Yeah. So that was from the move out.
$5,745.45.
Yeah. That's what they charged us to break our.
Which one? This last place?
Yeah.
Have you paid it?
No.
Oh, what the? Why?
I don't know what to do with that one. That's a lot.
Pay it.
Yeah, but my ex is supposed to pay half of it, and he's not.
Well, I'll fucking bring that up to him in the post show. I will. I'll confront him.
Okay, so it's not the full $5,000 because they're taking my security deposit, so it's the $3,000. But still, then if I pay that, then I paid the whole thing. You know what I mean?
No, this is stupid. What a stupid thing. Listen, I get that the cheating thing and the breakup and
I was trying to stay there, especially because I had all the furniture and stuff. I tried to make it work, but I couldn't find first off, there was the issues with the lease because he was on it, so I couldn't just kick him out. Would have had to go through all that.
Yeah, maybe it's worth going through all that.
Well, I tried.
And
he didn't want to do that.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Would he agree?
I would.
When I talk to him, will he agree?
Yeah.
Because right now it's been very anti him.
I did say one of the first times we broke up that I had a roommate lined up already, and that's why he didn't want to leave. Because
you had a roommate?
Yeah, because
what?
I think because he knew I had a plan already figured out, so he didn't want to leave.
Did you guys break up with desperate animosity towards each other?
No.
Then what the fuck is happening? So you owe $3,375. Hopefully he pays half.
That's just another page of
all
it.
the fuck. Oh my gosh, there's still a decent amount of paper left. Please be done with the debt. I think that is done with the debt.
I think so.
Are we done with the debt?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That is insane.
It's definitely a lot.
People don't realize that when they watch it. Live here in the moment, this is very stressful.
Yeah. Very, very real.
Sit down with a therapist. You got to deal with some shit, dude, with all this. 3 free sessions with Sondermind. It's the same people I use, the same people the audience uses. You get 3 free sessions. And I'll gift you a course career certification as well, because obviously with your associates in business, you're not doing anything with it. So you can figure out a path you want to go down and get a certification for it to help you. 762 in checking account. Same amount went in as out. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's just cash being put in from... Oh, good. More Jersey Mike's. Yeah, the thing we're confused about other you've done twice now.
To be fair... Well, I know I keep saying that, but...
Winn-Dixie? Liquor? Plugging it up? You crossfading? Great.
That actually
McDonald's?
wasn't for me.
After you got up, had to go get all of your McDonald's, and then you woke yourself up with some Dunkin'? Great. Then you zelled out $20. Chime. Okay. $413. Huh? What?
I'm just trying to remember.
What? It's just moving money back and forth mostly.
Yeah. That's, yeah, mostly.
And then 2,000 in your savings. Okay.
Yeah. Which, like I said, it was like almost.
Wait.
What? What? What?
Oh, okay.
The Citibank, yeah, that's the Best Buy.
card.
Yeah,
I thought you had another debt.
No.
I almost just died. I almost literally just died.
No, it's
I was
the same
about
one.
to just.
No.
Okay, so you probably need like $5,000. Let's just say additional saved up to your basic starting emergency fund in order to get this place when you're forced to move out. If we have to do first month, last month, and security deposit, especially with your breaking a lease.
But see, like if I'm gonna get into my own place in a few months, like I'm gonna want all my stuff.
All my stuff. I know.
Like you know what I mean.
Yeah, but even renting a thing and then getting a used system would be worth it compared to the interest that is accruing on the Best Buy card. Listen, total income. What do you say? $4,500. What?
I was like, it's
what?
It's not accruing interest right now, is it? Or
the Best Buy card? I don't know. You didn't give it to me. No, I'm assuming it was.
No, that one also has a deferred
until
July. I know, so only like 6 more months, but or it might be longer, but I'm gonna assume shorter. Cause that's why I did it, because they had some type of promotion. So in my head,
so until July, so you got like 3 payments until deferred interest hits. Let's call it 4.
Maybe.
Shit. So 1,500 divided by 4. So you need to make 375 to it before the deferred interest hits. That's fucking crazy. $375 a month. My entire life. Okay, let's calculate your minimum monthly. My entire life. Why do you do this to yourself? My entire life.
Well,
what possibly?
Well, like
what possibly?
I said, this was all like
what possibly?
This all built up in like the whole last 3 years. So, and now I just feel like now I'm trying to like get a fresh start, and you know, all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah, your minimum monthly payments alone are $1,941.48. Nothing, not one good debt. Your rent is $500. That's all. No utilities, no internet, nothing like that, right?
Oh,
for fuck, what?
I'm paying for my phone $100. It's like $100 a month. Yeah.
Why don't you do helium? Do you owe on your phone?
Oh yeah.
We'll do that.
Because it was a Verizon.
Gas, vroom, vroom, drive. How much?
Maybe like $50 a week.
Okay, 200. Car insurance is how much?
It's under $220
for both.
Yeah, because the Slingshot's a motorcycle, so it's like $50 a month.
It's technically a motorcycle.
Yeah, so that saves me a lot.
It really is divorce dad. Okay. Necessary food. How does food work in your house?
Every once in a while.
How does food work in your house?
Like my mom grocery shops, but I usually don't eat
for you. Where do you eat?
At work a lot, because I work nights and I work like almost.
Well, how do you eat? What do you eat there?
Like grilled chicken, salad.
Is that food you prepared?
No, like they cook it. Like I don't have to pay for it.
They cook it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they supply, like they'll feed me when I work.
You get a free meal at your restaurant job.
Yeah.
And you only eat 1 meal a day?
Well, like obviously you saw I was getting a lot of Dunkin', but
okay, you don't need the full 300. I'm gonna give you $150.
Yeah.
For TP Fund, this is nails, this is tampons, this is whatever else you need. This is makeup. It's literally anything else you need. $100. And if there's extra there, you can put it for fun. Medical health care, anything on a monthly basis.
So I actually just got set up with an allergist again. So I have like chronic hives, so I'm like allergic to myself.
Don't do that.
Yeah, well, I'm a little late. So so I have to start getting allergy shots, and I'm not exactly sure how much it's gonna be.
What do you think?
I think it's a $35 copay every time I go, assuming I don't have to pay for the shot.
How often?
Once every 3 weeks.
Okay, so we're gonna do like $35 a month.
Yeah.
Then. Okay. You have a pet?
2 cats.
Ages and health?
The one's like 3, one's like 2.
Health?
Very healthy.
Okay, get pet insurance. No way you're gonna be able to afford to take care of them if something bad happens. $70 a month, we'll call it. Might be more, whatever. Depends on what you shop for. Depends on their health. Okay, and breed and blah 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 blah. Cat food, how much?
Probably about $50 a month.
Okay. Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not put in? Yes, the how much?
So, because I have a storage unit for the Slingshot.
How much?
I'm trying to think, because I have a few. It's probably about like 400 between 2-3 units.
It doubles your rent.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I'm saying, like, I thought my situation would be better ending my lease, and then it was like all this just like kind of added up. So it feels like almost the same as paying rent, or like a full rent, you know.
Oh, you still have money left over.
Okay.
You make $4,500 a month net.
Mm-hmm.
You, with the minimum monthly payments, you have, well, with everything required, $3,766 is required.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you have an extra 700, we'll call it 700 with $33 of wiggle room, which, I mean, that's being conservative.
Mm-hmm.
So $700 left on a monthly basis. Now, what that does, for what it's worth, it gets rid of the Best Buy card, and it gets rid of the Mattress Firm.
Okay.
So those are paid off before the interest hits.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With what is left, landlord thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of mm-hms. They're definitely an mm-hmm girl.
Well, listen. I mean,
Listen.
It was just rough, for sure.
Interesting.
That house like sucked all the money out of me, literally. And we had dogs and stuff, which made everything way more expensive.
Why?
Well, that was like part of it. Like, he financed 2 dogs.
Why does it make it more expensive for you?
Well, I was paying for all the food and like all the
Yeah, he sounds like a man child.
bones.
Okay, so
and, yeah.
after those are paid off, I mean, this is still brutal. Without you even getting a new rent, it takes 110 months to pay off. Without you spending any money on fun, that is a decade of progress. That's a decade, especially, and then once you get your emergency fund, that's probably a full decade. So that's obviously crazy. I don't know what you're gonna do when you have to go get your own place as well. You're not in a cheap area by any means.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
I think it's time to start thinking career-wise. You're already making 55 net though, and that is not bad.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, it's not where I want to be.
It's not where you want to be, obviously, but you're gonna start.
I have to pay my bills.
You got to pay your bills,
Yeah.
but when you go into a career track, you're likely gonna start either there or even
lower.
below.
Yeah.
As you try to
Especially
work your way
if
up, and
it's
as
just
you
an
get into
associate's.
rent, and like with your storage unit, your mom's rent combined, it's gonna be like that's $900, so you're probably paying a couple $100 more than that. Brings you down to maybe $500 left over. That's gonna extend this progress to like a 13, 14 year progress. This might be a bankruptcy situation.
No way. Already?
Well, you're stupid with the car. I would sell the cars,
Both of them?
the Spider at a minimum, and I would try to sell everything in your storage unit and start with scrappy used furniture.
Yeah.
So I'd sell everything you can and throw it at your smallest debts to your highest debts.
Yeah.
Sell the Spider, throw the money you get towards it, and still continue to pay off that debt. That's what you're gonna have to do. That's your only way out of this. Is you got to start like liquidating the assets that you've collected out of the dump. Because this is not working. All your furniture, your washer, dryer, even although all the stuff is financed, you need to sell it all. The Spider, sell the Spider. Even your own car, maybe not, because the equity position you have in there is not great.
Right.
Where whatever maneuver we're gonna do doesn't necessarily mathematically make sense. This is a brutal situation.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to grind it out. We're gonna have to work a second job, and that's gonna speed up the process. If you can put, $1,400 a month to it, that pays it off in 5 years, and that's still crazy. And that's not incorporating any kind of rent. You just need to liquidate your assets and throw it all towards it. And if that doesn't work, bankruptcy might be the option, and then you might be able to start fresh at like 28.
That's
But right now, you're not starting fresh until like 31.
which is insane.
Okay, this is a fucking dangerous tale for everyone watching and for you. We'll walk
Yeah.
with you through the process, but it's gonna either you be working 80 hours a week, somehow landing a much higher paying career, which I mean, good luck. It's you don't just land that. You usually work your way up, or going into bankruptcy, or selling all your assets, paying it off in like 5 years. Gosh, this is gonna be brutal. But that's what I would do. I would do one of those
Yeah.
options. Spending your budget. You technically spend within your budget, but you had a high earning month, and none of it was going to making the debt even better. But you did make it within it. 3 out of 10. Debt I mean, this debt is beyond horrendous with the apartment debt and everything. 0 out of 10. That's so bad. Emergency fund, you had 2,000. Yeah, I would maybe I'd use. No, I'd save the 2,000. We don't want to throw it towards this. Okay, but 2 out of 10. Retirement, nothing. 0 out of 10. Real estate, nothing. 0 out of 10. Okay.
I know. But I mean, do you think there's any way like possible if the spider like were to be listed and make money? Like, do you think there's any way that could like outweigh the like negative equity? Like if I get
it's gonna depreciate. It's gonna depreciate as like I don't know. You can try it. Try it for a couple months. If it doesn't work after that, then liquidate.
Then yeah.
Try it for a couple months, but
because I mean, if it at least covers the payment, that would at least give me a little cushion for a while.
A little bit.
You know.
A little bit. Well, we'll see. It has to also cover the insurance, whatever wear and tears on it. Because remember, you're going to be losing value.
Oh, that's another thing.
If you end up liquidating it, it's going to be worth less because of all the miles.
I have a service plan included in with like the financing of the slingshot. So like all the service
everything. You need to check that for sure. Hammer financial score 0.5 out of 10. We're about to call the ex-boyfriend and confront him. It's going to be interesting. So make sure you join the post show below. Make sure you check out our new real estate class, which just launched. It's at a substantial discount because it just launched. And make sure you download the Simpler Budget app. Check out that free trial. And if you really want that signed notebook mailed to you, I'll do it. Just sign up for the annual. Love you. See you in the post show. Can we call him?
We can, yeah.
I've seen so many of your videos. I've like literally thought about it.
Thanks for being a fan. Why are you a cheating piece of shit?
This
is your chance. What's your side of the story here? You liar.
No, I swear this is what I deal with.
You lied.
Me?
Yeah, because the Tinder notification just popped up.
Listen.
Oh, and then baby the day before you called the Pookie! Wow! Pookie! To watch the financial audit post show, click the join button below.